Don't stunt now.
What?
I smacked you when
it's
you
the
had
NFL on EA
Carolina.
Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
I beat you by double digits all 3 times.
The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Boy, you shit, boy. You can't fuck with me.
I know.
Man, what is you doing? Man, you supposed to set all this shit up before, man. I'm pressing. I'm rushing.
Boy, I don't remember what the fuck you doing. I still got 30 seconds, boy. You dumbass, boy. Put my cheat code in. Fuck, stupid ass.
Watch this.
Mm-hmm.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Steps away to his left, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
He's going to fire one deep, and the defense loses it. It's complete. They're all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 65 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right, good. We got the ice pack up here. You're hearing just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops. There he goes again.
Oh, it's an easy one. Easy one.
The first carry for C.J. Prosise. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's caught, Lockett. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Shotgun. Hey, over here.
You're the one coming back this way.
Now a play fake here on first down. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Lockett, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
That's his zone. I can tell you how he's set up.
Me too.
Now it's Wilson.
Oh, no.
Time to his left. As he throws there incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
You can't stop the middle.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Complete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And Janikowski bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And the Ravens taking the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. Did you trade 6s for 3s? Things are going to work out in your favor.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being real precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Oh, no, what are you doing? Look out, boy.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. They give him a gain of 38.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, the receiver won in a big way.
First carry now for Alex Collins. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Detroit! Gone!
This time Jackson will throw.
Just like that.
Intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. He's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Fucking dog, man. Fucking Legion of Boom, man. I told you that.
Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. Janikowski good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
I fucking played.
The Seahawks have recovered.
I pressed
So
square.
the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
On first down, Procise. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. Down to the 25. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Well, they gave it a shot, quarterback sneak. Not able to get it.
No, but if you're going to call a QB sneak on 3rd down, you draw it up to get it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Maybe they were thinking 4-down territory.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Wilson on the keeper. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they didn't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. That's why
Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, get on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They go play action with Jackson. Now he's going to throw deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And now Christmas presents.
Jay, and they can't see me no.
Boy, oh, now you really, boy, now your son gonna be mad at you.
2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
I'm winning 10-7.
I'm saying,
On second down, here's
dumbass, you
Cozy.
gotta take
That
three,
didn't
bro.
fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Being chased out left. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
I know. Yeah, that should be happening. I don't know what that should always happen to me.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got Lockett. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Now Wilson. And it's a fumble.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing is Wilson, eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
On third and goal, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And now here come the Ravens. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30.
Yeah, shut up. Just shut up.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
Shut up.
As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Because I had,
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
I had I had that thing had happened when I had You remember that time that thing happened?
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now Jackson on second down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Right now.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Show me, man.
Every time, son.
Show me.
Stop playing me, man.
On second down, Wilson. It's caught. Baldwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Penny, the first down carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. First and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
They go play action with Wilson. He gets it to Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got some space here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 49 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Jackson. And he fends him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Frank Clark coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
This is Montgomery with the ground over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you could actually say he has hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
Right.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
And the sneak works on second and goal. They didn't wait until it was fourth down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't know, man. It's the problem. Do something, man.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Wilson. Rolling to his right. That's caught by Pennick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That cornerback coming, right?
Yeah, he
I see how you got it too. He coming.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Now he's forced out right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I do what I want, man. Well, don't do that. Change your mind, man. Change it up now. Change it up now. Change it up now.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I think that
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game to the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal space.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on second and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that.
Oh, pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Shut up. I don't want to hear it.
It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, 35 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They begin with a run by Penny. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Wilson gives to Procise on the delay. Oh, now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. Throwing now is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Making all kind of mistakes, boy. The DP thing is a hard thing for.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Well, I'll run it whatever, you know, boy. Whatever. I already know.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. Now Collins, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Keep making it, I don't know, headaches and shit.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Yeah. At the jail. You must be cool.
What are you talking to on that phone?
Dang.
That's not funny. Your daughter is
All right. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are drunk.
I'm really not. No, we be talking. No, I'm really not. We be talking.
That's not the fucking point. You about to see yourself.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with it. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him to hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skip to school, that's the truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the